Hey my beautiful Libra peeps, what's going on everybody? It's Ann from CancerMoonsTarot and I'm coming at y'all with your mid-September 2022 tarot reading. How are you? I hope you're well, and without a further ado, let's jump on into it and we shall see what is up. What do we got going on here for Libra, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus regarding mid-September 2022? What information do we got in store here, please, for the zodiac signs of Libra? Let's go ahead and get it started. I'm feeling, for some reason, a pull from the bottom, so let's do that. We do got here a King of Swords coming on out here for you. Moving on to the next card, it's going to be accompanied with a Five of Pentacles, and then looking at the last two overall energies, we do got here a Five of Swords, and then we do have here a Three of Cups. Very up and down kind of energies seem to be showing up here for you in mid-September. I mean, you do start out here with the King of Swords. King of Swords is very determined, very disciplined, right? King of Swords knows what they want and really goes after what they want with a very disciplined kind of attitude. But it does seem to me here with the Five of Pentacles, though, Five of Pentacles is usually the energy of like lack. So it's like you're going after what you don't have. You're going after what you don't see in your life right now. And with the Five of Swords, it's pretty frustrating, right? I think it's frustrating for anybody to go after what they don't have because it's a bit of a struggle sometimes to get what we want and to make sure that we're able to receive it. So I think that there is a good news here at the end, because the ending here, we do have here the Three of Cups. Three of Cups is joy. I'm hearing though it's like you're realizing that you didn't need something all along and that you could just simply enjoy what you have already. I definitely feel like that's going to be something that's going to be quite huge for you in mid-September. It's kind of like this realization of like, you know, what I was going after, I didn't really need it at all. Like I actually am okay right now with what I have. So I feel like that seems to be kind of a journey that many of you will be experiencing here at this time. Now, I'm not sure specifically what it is you're going after. Could be about love. Maybe there is a certain relationship you've been chasing, or maybe there's a certain kind of career path or a certain type of lifestyle that you've been after. But I think you're realizing that in the end, it's not so bad after all where I am, and I can own that and I can learn to enjoy it. And I don't need to keep on chasing, you know, in my life. We got here Six of Swords. It's like I can move forward in my future knowing that everything's going to be okay and knowing that everything's going to be well, instead of having to, you know, not be so content in the now and continuously chase after what I don't have. So I definitely feel like so far the overall message for you in mid-September is basically you're chasing something that you think is what's going to make you feel complete, but the truth is that you're already complete. You don't need to keep going after something in order for that to like amplify your life or make it better. It's like your life is already good. And when you can take a step back right there, see that and enjoy your life, then you're going to go ahead and start walking a really great path and manifesting a really great future, you know? So I don't need to chase happiness. Like that shit already lives within me. I don't need to chase abundance. That already lives within me as well. So right now, I'm just going to go ahead and start enjoying my life. Beautiful. I love that for you. Let's go ahead and have a look here and see what'll be coming in here for you regarding mid-September 2022. What's going to be coming in here for Libra, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus throughout mid-September 2022. Taking a look at what's coming in for you. First card out is going to be a Page of Pentacles. Could be some sort of offer. This could be a job offer too, because Page of Pentacles, Pentacles in general can represent finances. So it could be a job offer coming in for you or a job opportunity. It very well likely too could represent somebody here wanting a friendship with you as well. So there could be a possibility of meeting a new friend. But Page of Pentacles here, something that can increase your financial gain. So a new job can definitely be on the market here for you, Libra, which is really cool. Moving into the next card for you, we do got here the Eight of Pentacles, yet again showing up here with finances. So ways to make more money. All right, so this could be also a raise at the current job you're currently in. So you could be getting a raise, you could be getting a higher position in the type of work that you do or career field that you have. But Eight of Pentacles is the energy of working very hard. So it does seem to me here too that what will be coming in here for you is that you'll be rewarded. The hard work here is paying off for all that you have done. Now we got here King of Wands. King of Wands is interest for sure. The King of Wands here sees something that he desires. He sees something that he wants. So I do feel like something desirable is going to make its way known to you in mid-September. Could be a person. You might find somebody worthy of desire. You might find somebody that you're interested in. But it even could be a new type of passion, a new type of hobby, or something that you want to spend your money on is what I'm hearing. Maybe some of you guys are going to see a certain car and you're like, you know, I've never seen this car before and I actually am like obsessed with it and I really want to go ahead and make that purchase. So there could be a chance that you'll be making big purchases here, maybe a new car, maybe a new home, things of that nature. So you might find yourself here a little obsessed with the King of Wands. I don't feel like when it comes towards people, you'll be obsessed with them, but with material things, you might find yourself like, I need to have this one thing. It could be a good thing for you. It could be a bad thing for you, depending on your financial situation. So of course, just always be smart with your finances. Moving into the next card for what's coming in here for you, we also do have here the Queen of Wands. I feel like you're getting your mojo on point. It's not that you're necessarily getting your mojo back, because it's not like your mojo was essentially lost, but I feel like you're getting into the groove of things again here for you, Libra. Queen of Wands is a very empowering kind of card. Queen of Wands, she's empowered. She's very confident. She knows she has the ability and capability to get whatever she desires. So I feel like for many of you, you are hungry this month to continue to make your life exactly what you want it to be. I think that anything you want, you know you can have. You know, that's a very confident attitude to carry, and I love that for you. I think that right now you are going to be fearless in reference to growing and expanding your life. Now, we started out in the beginning of the video, right, with your overall energies, talking about how you were chasing after something for so long because you thought it would bring you you thought it would bring you happiness, right? So you were chasing after something for so long because you genuinely thought, if I chase after this, this is what's going to bring me happiness. So we started out in the beginning of the video showing that for the overall energy, but then it took a turn. You realized, I already have happiness. Like, I already have a great life. Why do I need to chase something? And why do I need to believe my happiness is not present in my life without this one thing? Let's say it was love. I can be a happy person without having a lover in my life. I can be a happy person without being rich. I can be a happy person while not doing my dream or being in that energy. Sure, if I was pursuing my dream, I'd probably be a lot more happier with it, but it doesn't mean that I still can't be a happy person here today. So I feel like many of you are realizing that you don't need things in life in order to be more happy. I think that the other things in life, the good stuff in life, is a byproduct of your own happiness already. So if you are content within yourself, I think that the extras of life will naturally flow to you. I do believe that if you can be happy within who you are, other revenues of happiness will make its way to you. You know, it's not about having to chase after these things in order to complete you. Once we realize we're already complete, everything else seems to come effortlessly, right? So in mid-September 2022 here for you, Libra, I really see here at the Queen of Wands, you just being in a super confident space of like, hey, I'm going to learn to just enjoy life right now and to be completely content and happy with it. And I'll know, and I already know, not even I'll know, I already know that everything else that I desire, it's going to work out for me, man. I have that trust and faith in myself and in the universe and in my own competence that, you know, good things will be delivered to me. Beautiful. Really loving this. Really, really loving this. All right. All right, Libra, let's see what you might not be aware about that's going to be going on here. Like, what do you need to know that you might not be aware about here in mid-September 2022? So let's see what information we have here for you. First card out, Three of Wands. Somebody could be waiting on you, or there could be a situation at a distance from you. Something could be coming in, but it could be coming in very slowly. So there could be one or two things, or one or two ways I can see this. Three of Wands could be representing something you've manifested a while back, making its way to you slowly but steadily. So you could expect probably, I want to say 3 because we see the Three of Wands here, probably within the next 3 months, Libra, something you've manifested a while back could end up coming in for you. Whether it is a manifestation of a material possession, whether it was a manifestation of a specific person or of a certain experience, I think that probably within the next 3 months, from mid-September to the next 3 months, you will probably see that come in forward for you. Now, if it's not about a manifestation making its way to you and manifesting in your physical reality, it could be potentially that somebody's waiting around on you. I think that Three of Wands, somebody wants to hear from you, somebody wants to talk to you, so you might not be aware of it at this time, but there could be somebody here who's kind of hoping you reach out. So I'm not sure who that person could be. Could be an ex, could be an old friend, could be somebody who feels like you've been distant from them lately. You know, you'll know if it resonates to you. Now, moving on to the next card of what's coming in here for you. Ace of Wands, lots and lots of passion. Ace of Wands is creativeness too. So it's like creativity, passion, excitement for the future. I think that many of you are not so aware of how much creativity you truly have. And I think that the more you start to hone in on your creative skills this month, the more you're really going to see how much of a creative and very powerful person you are. So I would say that it's probably a good time to start honing in on your creativity here in mid-September 2022. whether you're an artist, whether you are a person who's very good in some kind of mechanical sense, whatever your talents are here, it's time to really bring those talents out a little bit more to shine, because it can be very beneficial to you in your life. Like, for example, let's say you're very talented with music. That music can easily become a career. If you're very talented with, even reading tarot, right? Maybe you're I was going to say taroted instead of talented, but maybe you're very talented at reading tarot cards. You can literally start a tarot YouTube channel here today, and that can turn into something for you. So it's like, I do feel like you're being called here to expose and to really invest in your talents a lot more, especially if you haven't lately, because they can have a great benefit to you here this month. So yeah, you might not be aware of that, but I think that if you continue to follow through with your passions, you're going to see a lot more come of it, okay? Moving on to the next card of what you might not be aware about. We do got here the Ace of Swords. You might not be aware about certain truths that have not been revealed to you yet. So this could be things that have been withheld from you, information that's been withheld from you. So this means that information could be coming to the forefront in mid-September, whether it's secrets with family, secrets with friends, secrets with partners, people who have not told you or informed you about certain things. Basically withholding the truth. People who have withheld things from you, more than likely that's going to come to the forefront. Especially with Mercury being in retrograde at this time, it will be a time where secrets are going to be revealed. Now, moving on to the last card for you, we do have here the Six of Pentacles. Six of Pentacles is an energy that represents balance. It also is an energy here too, though, that represents that a scale can very easily be tipped, is what I'm hearing for you. Now, what exactly does that mean for my spirit guides? I'm not entirely sure just yet. Let's go ahead and try to break that message down, because my guides wanted me to say that. A scale can be easily tipped, right? So it feels to me like what is trying to be said here for you is that life is good, but it can change very quickly. It can go from balanced to unbalanced in a matter of seconds, in a matter of days, in a matter of hours. So it's very important to make sure that you're always in a good place energetically, that you're always as balanced as you can be, and that the energy that you're putting forward into your world is the best that you can put forth. It seems to me like the universe is trying to say that considering life can change so quick, you always want to make sure that you're putting out the best that you can, because Six of Pentacles essentially, right, is the energy of equal give and take. What you put out is what you get back. So definitely be very mindful of monitoring your energy and what you're putting out into the world and what you're saying on a daily basis. Do remember that speaking, right, it's a spell. That's the reason why we call spelling, because the words that you speak are basically a spell. We can cast manifestations with our words. So we always got to be mindful of that as well. How you speak of yourself, how you speak of other people, how you speak of your situation is a form of manifestation within itself. So you always want to make sure that you're speaking highly of yourself at this time and highly of your life, and that you're not in a perspective where you're saying things that are putting yourself down. Even if it comes in a form of irony or a joke, we literally can manifest against ourselves with the words that we speak and put out there each and every single day. So I think that, Spirit here is just saying, be a little more mindful of what you are doing with your energy at this time. All right, Libra, moving on forward though, let's go ahead and take a look here and see. Oh boy, I messed up my cards over here. Give me a second. My OCD over here wants me to straighten them out because it needs to look nice and neat. But moving on forward here for you, Libra, let's go ahead and see what you can expect now throughout the rest of your mid-September. All right, so what can Libras expect here, please, during the rest of their mid-September 2022? First card out, we do got here the World card. You can definitely expect your world to change a whole bunch. Your world changed the moment your perspective changed, right? And if you've ever heard that saying, like, your perception is your reality, that's 100% fair and true. The way you look at your life is the life you're going to be living. If a person looks at their life and they're like, my life is horrible, they're probably going to be having a horrible experience. If a person looks at their life and they're like, my life kicks ass, it's fucking awesome, it's amazing, they're having a kick-ass and awesome, amazing life. So World card here, definitely big change in perspective. And, that really goes back to the overall energies of the reading for you anyways, realizing that I didn't need to chase after something in order to make my life complete and happy. If I could just be happy with me, and then that simply means I can just be happy with my life, So it's really all about perspective. You were previously in a perspective where it was like, if I have this one thing, maybe it was love, maybe it was money, maybe it was friendship or whatever, or your dream, if I had this one thing, I can finally give myself permission to be happy. No, that is far from the truth. Let me tell everybody something right now that is going to change your life. You don't need anything to give yourself the permission to be happy. You don't need fame. You don't need wealth. You don't need a nice car. You don't need a great relationship to say, I give myself permission to be happy. You don't need these things in life, anything external, anything outside of yourself, to give yourself permission to simply be happy. If you can take a step back right now and say, you know what? I give myself permission right now to just simply be happy and to simply be happy with the life that I have and be happy with the person I am, it is a massive game changer. We don't need things outside of ourselves to complete us. They're just an added benefit. The truth is that the real happiness you're looking for already lives within you. And if you can find that light within yourself, if you can find that happiness in who you are and in the life that you're living, and if you can hold on to that energy and radiate it outwards into the world, you're doing a fantastic job. You know, a lot of people think, if I get rich, I'm going to be super happy. Probably not. You're going to have a lot of money, but that money doesn't mean that it's going to make you a happy person, you know? So I think it's really important to remember that whatever's going on outside of us, whatever we're chasing, it's not going to deliver what already lives within us. All right. So I had to go ahead and throw that out there for you, Libra. But moving on forward into the next card, following up with the world, we got here the Wheel of Fortune, two cards that are very similar but slightly different. Wheel of Fortune showing up here for you is the card that's representing a fortunate change, a fortunate turn. You know, you're not struggling anymore to be content with life. You're happy with life. And in so, you're starting to see what you've wanted all along manifest, right? For a person who's content and for a person who can say they are abundant within their own life, will attract the abundance they desire, right? Usually the more we chase something, the more it runs away from us. If we can just be in a space where we say we're abundant enough, we will attract what we desire anyways. So for you, Libra, you're done chasing happiness in life. You're simply just letting yourself be happy. And I think that by being in this energy, everything around you that you've been desiring is really starting to come towards you. So life is taking a fortunate turn. You can definitely expect a lot more fortunate events to happen for you. You know, for those of you guys that are, you know, dealing with your jobs, you can expect a raise in that retrospect. For those of you that have been looking for a job, you can expect to get that job. For those of you that have been, you know, interested in relationships, you know, there could be somebody here potentially that might come up and that you might form a relationship with. Okay, so I do feel like it's basically just giving the gist that things are going to take a fortunate turn. Moving into the next card of what you can expect, we got here the Eight of Wands. Really rapid, fast change. Eight of Wands could also represent rapid communication. So it could be that there are going to be messages coming in here for you that are going to be very important for you in mid-September. I would say pay close attention to the messages your spirit guides are delivering you. You might see these messages come in the form of number synchronicities like 111, 222, so on and so forth. If you start noticing yourself picking up on a lot of angel numbers, tune into what those angel numbers mean. You can do a really quick Google search to figure out what those numbers mean. For any of you who are confused or like, I don't get it, do a Google search. You'll find a message for you that you need to hear. But I do feel like a lot of rapid communication coming in here from spirit. It could be coming in dream form as well for you, Libra, so do pay attention to that too. Try to take a look at your dreams and analyze what they could potentially mean. Google could be your best friend in this retrospect as well, but if you leave it up to your own interpretation, I'm sure messages will find you well. So Eight of Wands. A lot of messages coming in here for you, but it also could represent fast change. So my life is just rapidly changing. You know, that could be the energy coming in here as well. Moving forward for what you can expect throughout mid-September, Two of Pentacles. Two of Pentacles is an energy of a cycle being created. So I think that not only are you entering your new cycle, but this is the cycle starting to get really going. The Two of Pentacles is the energy of ebb and flow, right? So I think that you're going to start to get into quite a pretty good flow state here for mid-September 2022, which is definitely giving me the vibes of stability, right? You're starting to move into a stable place. You're starting to move into a comfortable place in life where everything is stable, everything is familiar, and things are consistent. So that would mean here for many of you that if there was a lack of consistency in your life, let's say that maybe you didn't have a job before, well, now you have consistency in money, right? You have a consistency in income. You know, people who don't have jobs are going to have a hard time getting income. People who do are going to have a consistency in income, you know? So whether or not it's about work or anything else, whatever was kind of lacking from your life, it seems to me that now that is going to be consistently in your life. Okay. So I do see consistency here for you, and I think you're really going to enjoy that. All right, Libra, we're going to go ahead and jump down to the overall outcome for you and take a look and see what we got. What is going to be the overall outcome here, please, for Libra, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus regarding mid-September 2022? What do we got showing up here, please, for the overall outcome for Libra? And the card is going to be the Two of Swords, followed up here with the Queen of Swords. Nice. I love the Queen of Swords because it's such a badass card, which is really, really cool to see here for you. So, Two of Swords. Let's talk about this one first. The Two of Swords is the card of a choice, right? You have one choice over here, you have another choice over here. I feel like what this is saying here for you specifically is I'm going to make the best choice that suits me going forward. I'm not going to be indecisive anymore about my life, or I'm not going to be indecisive anymore about certain decisions. The types of choices that I'm going to make are going to be choices that are very clear and concise. So Queen of Swords is a very get to the point type of person. It's a very get to the point type of energy. So I feel like for you here, not only are you going to be getting to the point this month and realizing like, I don't need all these other things in my life to complete me or make me happy. But if I want to get these things, I'm simply just going to get them. I think it's a realization of like, I don't need to chase what I want. Like if I want to have it, I can have it. I can make it work, So you're establishing a lot of confidence. And we talked about confidence already, right? Especially with the Queen of Wands coming in here for you. You're going to start feeling a lot more confident in retrospect of what you want and how you want to get it. But I do feel like the Queen of Swords coming in here for you is that card that's just saying, I'm not going to let anything stand in the way of my desires. Queen of Swords in this situation is a person who's very strong, but it's a person here who won't cut corners either. If I want to be a person who makes more money, I'm going to be working my butt off to make more money and to make more finances. I'm not going to cut corners and just expect to get rich overnight. I'm going to get the 401k. I'm going to have the savings account. I'm going to put money away every month so that I can get to that point where I receive financial abundance. If I'm a person who wants to be married, I'm not going to cut corners in my dating life and just date people and like be in this energy where I'm looking for a husband immediately. It's like, all that happens naturally, right? When it comes towards dating, you never know if the person you date is going to be the person you're going to marry. So you have to go through these people that you meet in a very natural sequence, and inevitably, without you even knowing when it's going to happen, it kind of just happens. You're like, oh shit, yeah, this ends up being the person I married, right? So it's like, I feel like a lot of people, especially when it comes towards finding a person to be with, they have this certain notion, right, of what the person's supposed to be like, of how they should act, of exactly. They plan it out, but it never goes according to plan. And I think that that's what's so important to talk about too. Like a lot of people try to cut corners in dating, making sure they find the perfect person, but there's never the perfect person. I think that everybody is so perfectly imperfect. And when you fall in love with somebody, you fall in love with them for their imperfections, because that's the part about them that you end up falling in love with. You're never falling in love with somebody because they are the perfect person, because that simply doesn't exist. So just another thing to throw out there for you, Libra, that is something that I felt like saying too. All right. So yeah, Queen of Swords coming out here. Really love that energy. Very cutthroat, very much so. If I want something, I can have it, but I won't be cutting corners in life. I'm going to do everything I can. Okay. All right, Libra. I love this message for you, man. Really, really awesome. And I really do appreciate you all tuning in here for your mid-September 2022. If this was a message that indeed resonated with you, please do let me know down in the comments down below. If it did not happen to be your story, absolutely no worries. You can check out any other tarot readers on the platform or any other future videos that I post. If you're new here, please do consider subscribing. It would be gratefully appreciated. And with that being said, Libra, have a lovely rest of your mid-September, and I will catch you all in October. Much love, and have yourselves a good one. Peace.